evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Zenzabelle, April Sunshine, Floyd's Girl, Patrice. How's everyone doing? So, we did not know how to act over here in PA today because guess how many degrees it was? 70. I'm like, what? Craziness. Like, I went outside with my short sleeve shirt and I was like, no one can tell me nothing. I've been wearing my jacket long enough. I've been wearing these sweaters long enough. I am tired. Thank you, Zenzi. Yeah, I changed my hair. I did it last week. I actually do my own braids, so it took me like 2 days. But usually if I do a whole head of like regular braids, it takes probably 3 days. If I'm like very, very detail oriented. But I did like cornrows at the top, and in the back I did like braids that are pretty long. Look, it's like all the way down to my butt. So you do this in a salon, it's like what, 300 easy? Yeah. It's been years since I went to a salon, so I just like taught myself a while ago how to do my own braids. Yeah, April. Where are you located, April, by the way? Because I know like the East Coast, we're going through this summer weather right now, and I think it's supposed to go until Friday. So I definitely need to be outside. Of course, safely out there, distancing, mask and everything, but still outside. Yeah, so we have like a full agenda. There's a lot of things that have been happening in the past few weeks and a lot of things that are coming up this weekend. So I thought, what better way than just catch up? Still kind of chill vibes, but with a purpose. Welcome, Miss Pris Valerie. How are you? Oh, you're close to me? Okay, yeah. So, you know, you definitely are experiencing the good weather too, which we've needed. Like, when I go outside, usually I brace myself for the cold and I kind of flinch. So I did that this morning, opening the door. And then I was like, wait a second, there's no breeze. It's just real sun and real warmth. So it was very shocking, but it was nice. Welcome, Lily Tammy and Virtual Diary in Becoming Dr. H. How is everyone doing? So we're going to try something new because you guys know they have that new update that's like 4 people. So we may try that tonight. Yeah, the sun is very much needed for my mood. Let me tell you, the cloudy days, you feel it. All right, so we're going to get started pretty quickly because there's no guest today. Welcome, Culture Charisma. How are you doing? So, to everyone coming in, if you're here for the first time, welcome. I'm Doctorbeauty, and today we're going to have like a pretty laid back conversation. Usually we have interviews, and we bring people in, they talk about their journeys in life or businesses that they have, and we have a few people coming up in the next few weeks, but we're going to kind of intersperse these interviews and just, you know, kind of have like some fun moments in between because it kind of gives some balance, right, to what we're doing. So we're just gonna, one second, let me send this to someone. Canman Keller, welcome. How are you? And sorry in advance if I butcher anyone's names. I know my name is even hard too, my screen name, so yeah. But so yes, we're going to just let people come in and talk about the recent movies they've seen, what their reviews are for the movies, as well as their Grammy predictions. So I'll start off, and you can send your requests if you want, but I'll start off first and talk about the most recent 2 movies that I saw. The first one was The United States versus Billie Holiday. Now, that movie was amazing. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it for you, but you can watch it on Hulu. I think that's the only platform that you can see it on right now, but that's where I watched it, and it's starring Andra Day, who is the singer who sang the famous song Rise Up. I did not know that she acted, and apparently this is her debut role. So imagine getting a Golden Globe for your first role in acting, right? Like, it was amazing. But for those who do not know much about Billie Holiday like myself, it was kind of a movie where I was careful not to just take everything in as fact, because I know that biopics can be jazzed up with the Hollywood vibe. So right after the movie, I kind of tried to look at, okay, what was fake and what was real. And they did try to stay very true to the characters involved, like the United States. And basically the premise of the movie is that Billie Holiday, was pretty much banned from singing her song Strange Fruit, which was basically an allegory for the hangings that were happening, the lynching that was happening in especially the South. And this is around, she's referring to slavery, and even after that, there were lynchings, and even up to today, there are still lynchings. So it's still such a pertinent song. And the United States representatives of the government didn't want her singing that song in the nightclubs. And it's just crazy how not only did she have to fight to sing that song, but also, this is relatively common knowledge, she battled drug addictions. And so the life that Andra Day was able to bring into this character, not only did she have to imitate her voice, or what she perceived her voice to be, which was very raspy and very characteristic to Billie Holiday, but also the singing voice, which I do believe that Andra was singing for the songs in the movie. And then she had to do those hard parts with detailing Billie's drug addiction. So there were a lot of actors in the movies who I was familiar with from other shows. Like, there was one actor from Empire. Not Empire, Star. I'm thinking Empire because Lee Daniels is the director of the movie. But Star, which used to be on Fox. And then they had the lead character from Everybody Hates Chris. So there were a lot of famous faces, but for the first time, that was, our first time seeing Andra Day on screen. Welcome, Sandy. And so I think that they really did a good job of keeping me intrigued the whole way through, not only because I wanted to learn more about Billie, but also because of the way that they painted that time, like the 40s, the 50s. I'm very interested in watching historic biopics, so that was something I really liked. And just being able to feel the pain, as I think April said, that Billie was feeling. Andra did a very good job at portraying that. And then on top of that, I read that Andra actually smoked and drank hard liquor for the first, I don't know if it was the first time, but she doesn't regularly do either of those, just to get ready for the role and actually lose weight and get that raspy voice. That's really commitment that I would never do. But I mean, she did what she felt was necessary to get into character. And I think she said she lost 40 pounds for the role, which is insane as well. I don't know what time span that was in, but she really embodied Billie. She doesn't look that much like her, but I mean, I think she just carried her essence throughout the movie, and even when she was offset, she just wanted to embody that. So you could tell. So I think that Golden Globe was well deserved. And it's just interesting how things work, because we saw the movie the Friday before the Golden Globes, but apparently the critics have early access to see the film, so they were able to include it as a nominated film for that category. So amazing work with that team. And then the other movie I wanted to talk about briefly was Coming to America 2. So I don't know how many of you have seen Coming to America 1. It came out in, I believe, 1988. So it was a few years before my time. And honestly, it's one of those classics, which I heard at first when it came out, it had very bad reviews, and it's turned into a classic. So they really did, I would say, a good job at keeping that nostalgic piece there. A lot of the original cast members were in it. I won't spoil it for you. But I will say that in the directors trying to hold on to so much of the past, they missed an opportunity to create even more of a story for the second one. There was a story, which I won't go into, But the thing is, they just kept trying to say, oh, remember this, remember that from the past movie. Like, and we get it. And it was nice to see them, and, you know, but I wish that we had more character development for some of the characters. And for those of you who've seen it, you may or may not agree, but a few of the people I think could have used some more character development, the new characters, I would say. And some scenes felt a little bit like too rushed because they were trying to get to the point of the end of the movie. And there were so many cameos by different stars. I won't spoil that for you either, because that's probably the most exciting part about watching the movie. It's like, oh snap, this person's in here too. Like, it was like everyone and their mom was in this movie. The soundtrack was okay. I really feel as though, since it was based on an African prince, they could have used some more Afrobeats music, especially since that's becoming more and more mainstream. But they did have some of that in there towards the end. But yeah, I just wish that, I don't know, I wanted a little bit more from it. I would say I give it maybe an 8 or 7.5 out of 10. And, you know, I rate it a little bit lower than the Billie Holiday one. The Billie Holiday one, I would rate like a 9 to 9.5 out of 10. But yeah, they definitely could have infused, like, I agree, Zenzi, like, they could have infused more of the culture into the movie. And yeah, it just didn't seem too believable, like, the story to me. So maybe somebody would want to come in here who saw it and talk about that too. And then last but not least, just like a brief overview of the Grammys before I let some people in. And you can send your requests while I'm talking. But this is the 63rd Grammy Awards. It's going to be held on Sunday, March 14th on CBS. I think it usually starts at 8 p.m. And before that, they have a red carpet. I don't know how they're going to do that this year, if it's going to be virtual, probably virtual. But I always am interested in seeing what everyone's going to wear. And it sucks that we're going to miss a lot of those classic, you know, funny red carpet moments. But at least the show is still going on. And the performers. So I'll pull up the performer list right now. There's going to be a separate thing going on, which is like a pre-diversity show, so to speak, with Jhené Aiko, Burna Boy, Lido Pimienta, Poppy, and more. And then the lineup is going to be Taylor Swift, BTS, Dua Lipa, Billie Eilish, Meg Thee Stallion, Bad Bunny, Harry Styles, and more. I think Lil Baby and Chris Martin and John Mayer will be there, as well as Post Malone. So those are the ones who are going to be performing. I wish they would, you know, have another Beyonce performance just because she's nominated, but we don't know if she's even going to be there. I would imagine so. Burna Boy, my third hubby. Yeah. Yeah, let me know, Victoria. Let me know what you're going to wear, and I'll let you know too. I'm still deciding as well. But now I know there's a lot of, you know, it's like half and half, so to speak, with people's perception about the Grammys, because some of the choices are questionable at times. And of course, the bias is very evident when it comes to the selection process. However, a lot of times I do agree with their decisions. Now, the categories could be a little bit more representative of what we see when we listen to, when we see these performances on, you know, throughout the year. But for example, Beyonce is up against like Dua Lipa and some other people who may win just because of the whole mainstream pop thing. So, you know, you never know. You never know how it's going to go. But, okay, I see a request here. I'm going to let you in. And everyone else who wants to come in, please send your request. Welcome, Zenzi. How are you?
As you can see, I'm folding laundry and whatever.
Oh, nice. I love it. Multitasking.
There you go.
Yeah.
You look great. What is the highlighter and all of it?
Thank you.
Look at you.
Thank you. And you're looking fabulous as well. I love the earrings.
Thank you. Thank you. Crease Classy Bling.
Oh, yes. I need to put in my order.
You have to, definitely. I am glad you're bringing up these wonderful topics. Now, I am a Coming to America Part 1, like, stan everything. I have, I'm going to show you what I have over there really quickly.
Oh, yes.
This is one of my favorite things ever in the world.
Oh, that is so cute.
Yes.
I
It
love
is a Funko Pop Randy Watson.
Nice.
So yes, I'm a stan. And so I have heard, of course you have to see for yourself. I've heard many different things about the sequel and how a lot of people really feel that it isn't related to the first one.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to comment. I haven't seen it yet because I'm so close to the first one, just all the characters, and I think it was, and to me, it was done well and it lasted, and, that's it. Like and I'm like, I'm okay with, and yes, it had many flaws. Like even, I mean, I was an adult when it came out. And so I was just like, okay, this doesn't seem like a traditional African ruler or, family or anything, but sure, whatever, just, fantasy. But I just loved, I love the characters more than anything. I love Eddie Murphy's, all the people that he, portrayed more than I like the storyline.
Right.
And I love that. And so I'm excited about that. As far as like award shows, I learned a few years ago, there's a show, I forgot this guy's name, but some dude explains it all. Adam, I think. Adam explains it all, whatever. And no, it's Adam Ruins, whatever. And he basically talks about, he kind of dismantles people's thoughts of how things happen. And so one of the things that he dismantled was the Grammys. And he was talking about, actually, he pretty much dismantled every single award show. And people that are already in industry, already in the entertainment industry already understand this. Right. Number one, you have to campaign for a nomination, which means that you're putting an ad. It's called a for your consideration ad. So you put an ad in, like, industry papers and stuff like that. So you can ask, these 10 old white men, please consider me. And so you're paying all this money to do that. And then he was also saying, and I'm good, I wish I can find the episode. If anybody wants to see it, let me know, because I'm pretty sure I have it. And also, that nomination and those awards do not guarantee anything. It doesn't guarantee any more money. It doesn't guarantee any more roles. It doesn't even guarantee that the person that won it was good or better. And, the thing with me is, I love the red carpet. That's it. Like, I don't care about anything else. And I really don't even care about the red carpet, because it's like, okay, if the women are going to show out and you're just going to show up, and dudes are just going to be in there just like, with a tux and tube socks. I'm like, why am I wasting, why am I looking? Y'all need to show up too. So, but that's the only thing that I really care about. But the frustration that I have, and, whatever, we have had the Image Awards. We have had, what used to be the BET Awards before, recent times. We had those, and we didn't see them as being valid enough. And we felt, and it as though, okay, well, yeah, we see each other, but, that's not enough. And so we keep getting upset because we're not getting representation and we're not getting seen when we won't see each other.
Right.
And so we've given up our own media, our own newspapers, our own radio stations, our own channels and everything. And it's gotten us here. Still, what was the most recent, award show? Golden Globes or?
Yeah, Golden Globes.
Yeah, I don't even know what they cover, but not a single Black voter at all on the panel. And that's pretty much how it is. So it's like, okay, yeah, it's nice to get that sort of recognition, but whenever we're constantly asking to be seen and, instead of our saying, you know what, let's just kind of, celebrate ourselves. It gets really, it's like, is this an exercise in futility? So it's like, okay, I'm rooting for everybody Black. And if we see in my opinion, if I see it, that's all that matters to me. If I love you, that's all that matters. If I love, you know, an R&B artist that's been around for 60 years and nobody, no, you know, mainstream person knows, I don't care because I know how that makes me feel, or how that artist makes me feel, or how that singer makes me feel, you know. So I don't really care about them getting an award, you know. So that's just, you know, my ranting or whatever, but that's what frustrates me every single time an award show happens, where we're disappointed when they've been doing what they've been doing.
Exactly.
You know, they're going to act exactly the way they act, and then they're going to throw us a bone. And, you know, so I don't know. It's just my opinion, but I honestly think that we should celebrate ourselves more. Because we are so magnificent. We don't need anybody else to tell us that we're magnificent before we finally acknowledge how magnificent we are. You know, exactly. Everyone copies us. You know, this has been going on since the days when colonizers went and stole people's spices and still don't use them. You know, so yeah. You know, it's like we are it. We've been it.
And you know, it's very interesting that you mentioned that part, that we also have our own, we have Soul Train Awards, we have the Image Awards, we have the BET Awards, we have all these different awards.
Yeah.
And yet it feels as though we don't feel like that's enough. And we don't feel like it's like, yeah, it's cute, but the Grammys, but the Golden Globes. And we have to get into like, why do we think like that? Why do we feel like,
I mean, I know why, because, you know, hey, white supremacy is a big thing. It ain't never gone anywhere. And we've never, like, it's never been solved.
Right.
And so we also, you know, it's also, there's a whole lot of, we cannot fix what we didn't cause at all. We can't fix that, but what we can do is look at ourselves and say, okay, how have we been negatively affected? You know, and I think, I'm just guessing, I'm not an expert in any of this, but I'm guessing that when I was growing up, we had Amsterdam News, which is an all-black New York City newspaper. It's still around, haven't seen it, because, you know, it doesn't get the whatever now that, hey, we're in the newspapers now. We're in New York Times. Right. We had BET when it was owned by Black people. We had Essence Magazine, who was owned by the goddess, Susan Taylor. And even like Ebony and Jet, I mean, these were our magazines. And these were what we watched, what we read every single time they came out. And we supported them, and we supported the people in them. And, you know, we watched BET, and we watched, you know, all the, you know, we watched Gil Noble and all of these stories. And then all of a sudden there was a talk, there was a discussion. Well, you know, is Black media really necessary? You know, because there are Black people on TV now. And so Robert Johnson, Slime, whatever, sold out to whoever he sold BET to, and look at where it is now.
Right.
Essence Magazine is not anywhere near what it was when I was growing up at all. So we let it go, and then we get upset when it turns to trash. It's like, well, we had it and we didn't respect it. And now, you know, one big person got $1 billion by selling it. And now it's white owned. And now they're doing whatever they think they want to see us doing.
Yeah.
You know? So it's, I mean, and it's not as simple as, hey, let's just love each other. I mean, yeah, we have a lot of things that we need to deal with. We got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
You know, and I think what happened was, we started seeing ourselves in like mainstream media. Then we felt, okay, it's not necessary for us to have our own thing anymore. You know? And then when you talk about, you know, constant inclusion, I think a good example of what I mean is Fenty Beauty.
Right. Even
though it's not 100% owned by Robin Fenty, it's still, you know, she still, you know, calls the shots. And there are other, you know, Black owned makeup companies that have been around, and some new ones that are like 1,000 times better than L'Oreal, whatever, than any of them can put out.
Right.
They started saying, okay, forget this. As a matter of fact, Fenty, okay, you guys don't want to put out enough shades. We're going to create like, what, 42 shades.
Right.
And not ask anybody for anything. And we're going to, you know, push it out. And after they did, all of a sudden,
everyone else jumped on the train too.
Exactly. Not because they all of a sudden respect this, is because, wait a minute, they're taking money away from us.
Exactly.
That's all it was. So I still hear people talking about, inclusion in the beauty industry. I'm like, wait a second. All of my makeup, Juvia's Place, Pat McGrath, only when I get, only once a year. She's amazing, but I can't always afford Pat, but I love her. Okay. All of them, Pat McGrath, Ace Beauty, Juvia's. I mean, I can name an entire list. We have everything we need.
Yeah.
But we're still fighting for them to include us.
Exactly. When you put it like that, it's crazy because literally anything you could think of, there is a Black-owned version of
everything.
Everything. And the thing that really people have to understand is, for example, when you talk about media, we can control the narrative about ourselves if we just invest in that. Same with the makeup, the problem with the shades. They're like, well, this is close enough. Y'all, you can, have a little bit of this. And then you get to Walmart, which I was seeing an article about a couple years ago, and the Black makeup and the Black hair supplies are locked up.
Yes.
And the other makeup is not. And the other hair is not. So when are we going to start doing something about that? Because, I mean, it's a conversation that could be helpful.
Right. And it's like, we could spend all day on this. And, and for me, it's just like, I'm very cautious about how I talk about things, because you are never going to hear me say, that we are deficient or that we are, lacking in morality or something, or, we just can't keep it together. I don't say those things because that puts it out into the community even more and more and more. And I understand that people have been saying it so long, they don't hear themselves saying it, but it's not helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't believe in lying, but I'm like, I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with us. We are amazing. We're beautiful. We have some things to work out, but they're not unique to us. And so you're never going to hear me say, oh, Black people can't get it together. Or we need some. No, I'm not saying that because it's not true. And anything that is, deficient or considered deficient is because we didn't come here on equal terms with anybody, including the people that came here after us.
Exactly. So,
and also for me, it's like, okay, do I really want to imitate people that are willing to kill themselves and their entire, and their politicians for dumps? No, I really don't. I'm good. And so I think that all of us kind of have to look, okay, what can I personally do? Because it's always, okay, you need to do, no, what can I do myself, because I'm the only person that I can change. And if I can, if other people want to kind of like go along for the ride, or look at what I'm doing, or look at what other people's doing, because I have idols. I have, people that I look up to.
Right.
Because we have so much already. It's like, if we were not it, then why would people that consider themselves to be superior keep stealing from us? You wouldn't have to steal from me. You wouldn't have to claim something I created as something you created if your shit was all ready together. You wouldn't have to do any of that.
Right.
So I don't really have anything to prove. I'm not trying, I don't really care if you don't see me, or you don't like the texture of my hair, you don't like my nose, whatever. Hey, that's not my problem. And just, I'm going to love all Black people. I do not care. I don't care. That's just my decision I made a long time ago. I love it. And it doesn't mean that and I should not even have to say this, and I hate having to say this, but I'm going to say it. It's like, it doesn't mean that I am shunning anybody else.
Exactly.
I hate when people are like, Black women are beautiful. I'm not saying that everyone, you don't have to say that. Just say Black women are beautiful, period.
Right.
You're not saying that anybody else is not beautiful, but we don't hear ourselves being lifted enough without somebody else talking about, well, what about us? What about you? You got your own stuff.
Yeah, because that's the standard. That's what is already been dominant in the media and what we see. So that's what we have to say it.
Yeah. And the thing is, we don't have to explain anything. It's just like, yeah, I woke up this morning looking pretty damn good, and there you go. You know,
You're-
like, what am I supposed to? This is a long time ago. I had some white dude tell me, well, you're not pretty, you're sexy. I'm like, first of all, you're out of line. And second of all, you don't get to determine how I look. You're not a factor. Like, I don't know you from a can of spray. You're calling me sexy and then tell me I'm not pretty.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, you're wrong. You don't know what the heck you're talking about. And, whatever. I can't be bothered. But yeah, I just hope that someone, and I think it's starting to happen again, where, Ava DuVernay is a perfect example of her being like, look, I'm just going to be independent filmmaker. There's so many independent filmmakers. We need to get support. There's like a retrospective, Mr. Soul, that talks about a show that was like in the 60s and 70s, run by a Black man who, was kind of pre-Soul Train or around the same time, but it was mostly interviews. Mm-hmm. And that started out as a very, very small project, and it ended up, on PBS. I mean, we can do anything we want. We have to just start like independently supporting our stuff, not because it's going to get recognition.
Exactly.
So, and I think I don't want to be long-winded and keep all,
No, I like where this went, because, that's the problem, is too many people are interested in investing with a return, and with a huge return.
Exactly.
You will get a return. You will, but you don't have to get it right away. And at least you get that cultural benefit of knowing that.
And a lot of people know, I'm not in the music industry. My best friend was in the industry a long, long time ago, for a very long time. I chose no. And I know a lot of people in the industry, and I've heard them talk about how, people always say, well, there's no good music anymore or whatever. I'm like, do you understand that somebody that was super talented tried to get a record deal and didn't sound enough like somebody that's already there, didn't look a certain way, didn't, Sharon Jones, she was told that, yeah, I'm too fat, black, and ugly to get, a record deal. So she's like, okay, fine, I'm gonna do it myself. Mm. So the people that are talented are out there. They're just not put out there by mainstream companies.
Yeah.
And I love music. So I will go and see, well, back when we used to go outside, I would go to like a jazz club or whatever and listen to somebody just singing and doing open mic, and they are amazing. I'm not going to sit there and be like, well, she doesn't have a Grammy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to let somebody else jump on, but good seeing you. Love the jewelry, love the earrings.
Thank you. I think we feel each other on that, and I definitely have to check out Creed's Classy Bling.
Oh man, I'm a jewelry girl. I love all jewelry. I love jewelry that is seen and just like, all of that, like, and the way you put it together. Love that. And Creed is like the most perfect curator. Like, her subscription, y'all should get it, because she picks those out. I'm not telling her what I want. She's kind of like, okay, this is what you've ordered before. I have not been disappointed, So, and like, anywhere I go and I see beautiful jewelry, it doesn't even have to cost a lot of money. It just has to be really, really unique and has to look good. I'm checking out that lock you have on your neck. I love that.
Thank you. I love it. I love little statement pieces like that. And bangles, I love bangles.
Oh man, hello.
Yes.
I have like so many of these. I just bought a set, and there's a woman, Bree Wild, another Black woman, BreeWylde. She makes like bangle sets, and she has some up on sale right now on her Instagram page. So y'all check her out. I put jewelry on during the pandemic. I put makeup on during the pandemic. Oh, yeah. I have mirrors. You have mirrors, Lolo. No one else has to see you. You see you.
No, honestly, it I don't know what it is, but it just uplifts your spirit so much, because
yes,
up in the mirror, like, hey girl, doesn't matter who sees you.
It does not matter. And it's like I was watching one of my favorite influencers, and she has like a clothing channel, and she was talking about wear whatever you feel good in. Whatever you wear, whatever you have that makes you feel like amazingly dope, wear that. Who cares what anybody else thinks about it? Because if you wear something that somebody that's in style or somebody else likes or whatever, you might just be wearing it because you think, you know, well, yeah, this is what people should be wearing right now, but you don't feel comfortable in it.
Right.
You know, I wear whatever I want to. It took me a long time to get to this part, you know, but I wear whatever I want to, and it seems to work for me. And I wear makeup in the house because, number one, I haven't been wearing it for a long time and I need to practice. You know, really, I have not worn it for a long time. So I had to learn how to put it on. And I also know that if I don't practice every day, you lose your skills.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have eyebrows. These are drawn in. Do you know how long it took me to learn how to draw in eyebrows? And I still don't get it.
No. Eyebrows are a journey, man. And Laura,
I had microblading and it was supposed to last like 3 years. It only lasted a year. All that money.
Yep.
You know, and I'm like, I would love it again because it looked fantastic, but I'm not going to be paying like, you know, several $100s a year.
Exactly. No, that's too much. And I agree with Laura. I'm also in healthcare, but when I come back home, put on the makeup, put on the...
Because yeah, because like, what if you're wearing? What if you're at a job where you can't wear makeup? Does that mean you're just not gonna wear makeup? Like, no, always. My next lesson, I'm not there yet, but I'm practicing my mirror eyelashes. I don't know how y'all do it, but I'm gonna do it.
let me give you a secret: magnetic lashes.
I heard about those. I'm gonna try them.
Yeah,
I am. So
you don't have to mess with glue. I'm looking like I want to like check them out. There's not.
They don't come off.
They do. They do.
I mean, they don't come by themselves.
No, they don't come off by themselves. Like, just put a good amount of the liner.
Mm-hmm.
They just snap on, and you just take them off, and it's like no glue, no mess. Like, it's very simple.
And before I jump off, my last question, because I had people put lashes on me and glorious and beautiful and everything, but I felt like there were caterpillars crawling across my eyes. Like that's.
Oh man.
That's the one I need to kind of like, you know, get used to.
Yeah. Well, you can get like different lengths. They have like the very short ones, the medium, and the long ones.
Yeah,
like
I had the really. So,
yeah.
They were fly, but I was just like, no, this hurts.
Those ones, they hurt and they get in the way of driving. Like, you don't want to have an accident because of your lashes.
Exactly. And you know, I have reading, like these are my reading glasses, so I have these on because I can't see y'all if I don't. But even like wearing those, and you have those long lashes, and they're like batting up against So I'm gonna try the magnetic ones, and you know, wish me luck. So let somebody else come on. So nice talking to you as usual.
Likewise, thank you for sharing your thoughts, and we'll see you again soon.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, so Keith is coming in, and anybody else who wants to come in, just send your request. Revitalash. Oh, I've heard about Revitalash.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm pretty good, and you?
Good, thank you. So this is my first time going live with you.
Yep, indeed.
Yes. So how are you doing this evening?
It's been pretty well. Just kick it in, just get some stuff in for this new place.
Oh, nice. Okay. You just moved?
Last Monday.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so today we're talking about like either a latest movie that you saw that you wanted to review, or you can talk about your predictions for the Grammys or your thoughts on the Grammys or award shows in general. So you can have your choice. And everyone else in, you can send your requests as well to go live.
Okay, so I guess I do like a latest movie thing, because I do love movies. I'm a movie guy. So the one we just saw is Coming to America 2, which is with Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, John Amos, the James Earl Jones, and we got new to the cast, Tiana Taylor, Rotimi, the one who played Drake from Power.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, because he got we got Rick Ross, we got Wesley Snipes, and then among others, Coming to America 2 was kind of pretty good. They have the old game back and get fresh off with some new faces into the new game. So So it's been like 33 years, and since the first coming to America. So how that is. So if you haven't watched it, you still need to watch it on Prime Video. So it's 75.
Yeah.
It's 75. So
Yeah.
so what you so and my next one, because we got a couple films coming out in March. We got so on March 31st, we got Godzilla versus Kong, because everybody's gonna be waiting for that one to
Oh, I
see.
didn't know about that. Wow. Okay.
So it's gonna be the third. Yeah, it's gonna be the third monster verse. So it's gonna be so King Kong and Godzilla will collide.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be a dope one. If you haven't seen the first Godzilla in 2014 and Godzilla King of the Monster and then Kong Skull Island, you're gonna have to see it.
Before the third one.
Yeah.
So is this going to be on a streaming platform, or is it going to be in theaters?
Both.
Both.
Theaters, both
Oh,
HBO
wow.
Max.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because I know there's a few states that their theaters are back open, and then others they don't have theaters open. So those will probably be the
Yeah.
ones that you have to stream. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have one because our movie theater is closed. So
Same
so we
here.
got HBO Max. So those he don't got. So I need to know who y'all got. Y'all got Team Kong or Team Godzilla?
Right. Well, that sounds pretty cool. I have not seen any of the previous two, so I'll definitely have to check them out before the third one.
Yeah, and yeah, because I know also everybody loves Marvel. 'Cause, I do love Marvel.
Oh yeah, yep.
Because everybody ready for Black Widow, which is gonna be coming out in May. So and then we got some series to be coming up. So we got the Falcon, which is Soldier, be coming out on the 19th.
Yeah. Yeah.
We starts two guys, which is Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan.
Right.
So if y'all seen if y'all like Marvel, yeah, I know y'all watch the Avengers all day long on Disney Plus or on Epix.
Right.
You
Yeah.
gon' you gonna love it.
I binged that whole series with my brother last year, and we had seen them before, but we just wanted to watch them again, all in order. And we recently watched WandaVision, which was really, really
WandaVision. It was
yeah.
it's pretty good.
That was like movie quality.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So I
Have to
think.
bring because Marvel is back for Charlie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Marvel is definitely back.
They're bringing the Wanda Witch coming Scarlet Witch. They're bringing
Scott,
out the
yeah,
full
yeah,
movie, like
yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's coming. Yes, yeah. It's coming to he's going. Yeah, she's going to be on Elizabeth Olsen because he's going to be on the sequel of Doctor Strange too.
Okay, yeah, because we need to know her story because they gave us like a little hint in WandaVision, but I mean, it was great. It was really good.
It was definitely pretty good. So and then the next one is going to be in because I'm not a fan of it because everybody loves Fast and Furious. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all love some Fast and Furious. Because
Is the new one out this year?
F9. It'll be coming out June 25th. So instead of May 28th, you got June 25th.
I think Cardi B's in it.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, Cardi B, John Cena.
Yeah.
Everybody, everybody loves some John Cena, and have the game for Fast and Furious. If y'all haven't seen the first Fast and Furious, so the Fast and Furious turns 20 years.
Really?
So yeah, the first one.
Okay. I need to go back. And there's 9 now, so I got to watch all of them because
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to watch it. So you're gonna have to go see it for yourself.
Right.
Listen, everybody, look, I do got through all the release days. Because in April we got that Mortal Kombat. So,
Oh,
we got Mortal Kombat, we got to the we got the Matrix, and then
man.
if y'all like the Matrix, you
Seems
got
like a jam-packed year for movies.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole lot going on, and I know everybody loves some Space Jam with LeBron James. So
Right, right. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting because I think there's going to be a lot of comparisons between the first one and this new one.
yeah,
Yeah.
so and it's gonna have LeBron James into it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
and Don Cheadle.
Oh, okay. I didn't think he was going to be in it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was gonna be. Yeah, he is gonna be in. And then Suicide Squad. You
Oh, the
know,
second one's coming out this year too? Wow.
hmm
It's a lot to watch for sure.
a lot. It's gonna be a lot to watch. So you got two ways. You got HBO Max. You got there's a new plus. It's called Paramount Plus.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah, I heard about that.
so if you haven't got Paramount Plus, so make sure you download. You can start a free trial, whatever you name it. And then and then and A Quiet Place Part 2 will be coming out on Memorial Day weekend.
Okay.
So everybody, if y'all like to go watch it, just go see it and watch it.
Yeah. Well, I really thank you for keeping us posted on all the movies coming out this year because I know that's something that everyone's been doing on their downtime. So I made a list. I have to go back and watch the Fast and Furious and, get updated with that. But thanks for coming in and talking about all these movies and
Yeah,
impressive
I know.
movies.
Look, I know everybody we be preparing for the Grammys for which is this Sunday. So
Oh, yeah, yeah, yep.
because this Sunday, I will watch it, and WNCP comes on the 27th, and then we got the Kids Choice Awards,
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then we got the 2021 BET Awards. So it won't come on until June. So
Yeah.
oh yeah, Brian said don't forget Top Gun Maverick. So yeah, I
Okay.
forgot Top Gun Maverick. It won't come out until Christmas, so it was September. So
Christmas. Okay. Nice, nice. Well, thank you so much, Bryson, for coming in and, shedding some wisdom on this upcoming movies. And congrats again on your new move. And we'll let someone else come in and talk
okay,
about these topics.
okay, cool.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Anybody else want to come in? So we have a lot of homework assignments in terms of movies to watch. And I wanted to read a couple of the awards that are up for grabs for the Grammys, just in case people wanted to know. So I'll pull up, for example, like new artist, album of the year. Those are the ones that people are usually into seeing. I have my thing open right now. Let's see. And you can send in your requests too while I'm looking. So general fields. Okay, so for example, record of the year, we have Black Parade by Beyonce, Colors by Black Pumas, Rockstar the Baby featuring Roddy Ricch. Okay, then Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish, Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa. That's a pretty popular song. Circles, Post Malone. That's another popular one. And Savage, Meg Thee Stallion, and Beyonce. So Beyonce is nominated pretty much twice on these. And then Album of the Year. So we have Chilombo, Janae Aiko. Honestly, I really feel like she should win. I'm very biased. I'm a huge Janae Aiko fan. But if you haven't listened to the album, please listen to it. It's amazing. Black Pumas Deluxe Edition by Black Pumas again. Everyday Life, Coldplay. I did not listen to this album. I need to listen to it like on a workout tomorrow or something. Jesse Volume 3 by Jacob Collier. I've heard about him through Instagram. I think he does a lot of things with different instruments. Women in Music Part 2 by Haim. I hope I said that correctly. Future Nostalgia, Dua Lipa. Okay, Dua Lipa is amazing, first of all. So she's a top contender there. Hollywood's Bleeding, Post Malone, and Folklore, Taylor Swift. And Taylor Swift rarely leaves the Grammys empty-handed, so she might be a good contender for that. I see your request, Mimi, so I'm going to bring you in 1 second. I'm just going to read these last two categories and I'll bring Mimi in. So Song of the Year, Black Parade. All right, that's with Beyonce. The Box, that's Roddy Ricch. Cardigan, Taylor Swift. Circles, Post Malone. Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa. Everything I Wanted, Billie Eilish. I Can't Breathe, Her. That's a really good song. And If the World Was Ending, which is JP Sachs featuring Julia Michaels. All right, and then the final category I'll read for now is Best New Artist. So Ingrid Andress, Phoebe Bridgers, Chica, I know Chica, Noah Cyrus, that's Miley Cyrus' sister, D Smoke, he's good. Doja Cat has been, on fire as well. Kaytranada, he's really good. Is it a group or a person? I know of them, like, if it is a group. I know the music, but I just don't know if it's one person or more. And Meg Thee Stallion. Well, I assume it's one person, right? Best New Artist. Okay, so Meg Thee Stallion, who knows? I mean, I think Cardi B won it, if not last year, the year before. So maybe Meg could win. So I'm going to bring in Mimi. And everyone else who wants to join in, please send in your requests.
Hello, lovely.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. I love the hair.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I got it done. So I'm just now realizing that all of those artists that you just read, man,
I don't know a lot of them.
Auntie is old.
It's honestly, I don't think it's that because I don't know a lot of them either.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I'm noticing by what you're reading, I am not listening to current music. I'm listening to all the old school stuff.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, I've been listening to old school as well, and like indie music, like indie R&B. That's not on the radio, so.
Right. I love Esperanza Spalding, all of that stuff. But as far as movies, I did mention in the chat the movie I Care a Lot that's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I
saw the preview, yeah.
Something else. Because are you also talking about movies?
Yeah, we're talking about movies, like any latest movie reviews you have and Grammy. Yeah.
I Care a Lot. It says a lot. It says a lot. Just about seniors and healthcare, that kind of thing, and how people could be taken advantage of.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So is it like a documentary?
No, but they touch on how, I believe, I can't remember her name, the actress. She touched on how in an interview how people could possibly be manipulated in that way. In the way that they do in the movie, Right. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it was a very interesting movie, and you want karma to kick somebody in the neck, but it gets, but it's pretty good. But other movies, interview. Let me see. I have not seen. What was it? Oh, I loved Antebellum this year. That was last year, actually. I haven't seen a Billie Holiday movie.
Oh, you should. It's really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put that on my list in my spare time. But yeah, I just wanted you guys to, hey, cake pop.
Yeah. No, honestly, I think you will love the Billie Holiday movie just because, I didn't know too much about her. So as I was watching it, I couldn't really discern between fact and fiction. And afterwards I went to do more research, but it just seemed as though Andra Day really embodied the essence of Billie Holiday. And she did her research on basically what Billie had been going through her life. She really evoked all the emotions that you would think she would have gone through. And then she sang her parts in the movie, which is amazing because Billie's voice was just so characteristically raspy. And on top of that, she said that she like smoked and drank just to get ready for the role. Like she never really does that, but she did that to like lose weight and get that like rasp, which she lost like 40 pounds for the role. So she was like completely dedicated to really embodying that character. And first acting gig, she got a Golden Globe Award. So amazing.
Yes, I'm definitely going to watch that this weekend. Of course, I've watched Coming to America twice already. You know, just love that. But that's pretty much all the movies I have. And like I said, just by you reading those Grammys, it's like, my gosh, I'm out of it.
I'm lost too.
Yeah,
I'm lost too. I like the red carpet and I like the performances, but usually I'm lost for most of the categories. You know, it's just I don't listen to the radio that much. I just have my own playlists and then I come on and listen to whatever DJ is playing. So yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all in the same boat. But
But what do you think?
I'm sorry.
What do you, oh, no problem. Yeah. Oh, Silver came in. Hey, Silver. What did you think about the difference between Coming to America 1 and 2? Because I've been hearing a lot of people comparing and contrasting, and it's hard not to. So what were your thoughts on what they did differently this time?
Differently. What I did like is the way they would bring back old characters and old, you know, we knew that the bar, where's that? The bar, not bar, what do you call that place where men get their hair cut?
Oh, the barbershop?
The barbershop.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Overall, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I want to watch it again. I'm going to watch it a third time. I thought they did a great job. Yeah, I can't say anything more about it, I guess. Of course, when I leave, I'll have all kind of things to say, and I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, earlier I was telling the people who are in here that for me, like you said, I like those nostalgic moments of seeing a lot of characters we experienced in the first movie. And the only thing I wanted was a little bit more character development with the new people, because there were a lot of jumps in the relationships being formed. I won't spoil it for anyone, but it just seemed like things wouldn't naturally go the way that they did in certain scenes. But I really do feel as though they did a great job of bringing a lot of the original cast back and a lot of the scenes that you would remember if you saw the first movie. And it was nice to watch with the family. Some parts, of course, you know, you gotta like cover kids' ears. Yeah. But that's how the film was too, you know.
Yes. But you know me, I always throw a sexual chocolate in there. You know, this is like a regular for me. So I was excited for this movie.
Yeah, and I love seeing Eddie and Arsenio like in such great shape. You know, just the same energy that they had in the first one, like over 30 years ago, you know, brought back this time. And I saw someone mention earlier that it was filmed at the Tyler Perry studio, which is, you know, a huge historic thing because the land that he built it on, you know, previous plantation, right? And I think it was being filmed concurrently with Bad Boys 3. So they had like a picture of all of them, like Will Smith, Martin Lawrence, Arsenio, and Eddie Murphy all together. So it's amazing to see the movie finally.
Right. I did love Leslie Jones' part. She cracked me up, and I always love what was the uncle's name? What's his name again? Because like Brian's trying to say I've been drinking.
The uncle?
Yeah, what's the actor?
Oh man.
He was also on the SNL.
I know who you're talking. Oh yeah, Tracy Morgan, right?
Tracy Morgan. I love Tracy Morgan. They cracked me up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love their characters. I did like their characters coming in, you know. Other than Tracy Morgan.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. So overall, those are my movie reviews, and you know, I'm just listening to my old music. I love you, Brian, but don't make fun of old people.
So honestly, that like anything from I would say 60s through let's say late 80s is a sweet spot in music history for me. Like those songs never die. The lyrics really are so different from what we hear. Not knocking anything that we hear today, but it's just such a different time and a different feeling. So there'll always be national treasures in my eyes.
Right. Like earlier, Silver was playing the album. Which album is this? Fulfilling This first finale. And it's like that's just like a classic one from Stevie. And I just love Silver's playlist when we're riding home with him.
Oh yeah,
yep. Way home to his lovely Leslie. But I just have an inspirational playlist and stuff like that, and it just seems like everything that he's playing is in my playlist.
Yeah.
So,
isn't that the best? It's like we're all in the same wavelength.
Yes. It's like, that's my favorite song too, Silver.
Exactly.
Gotta put it in all caps. How's your brother?
Oh, he's doing great. He's doing great. He'll be on here soon. We have something coming up for you guys, so stay tuned.
Okay. I love your hair. You just
Thank
did it.
Yeah, I did it myself last week. It's like cornrows in the front and braids in the back.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes. You have someone else ready to jump in?
Yeah. So we'll let someone else come in, but thanks so much for your movie reviews.
Sure.
I feel you on the Grammy categories because I'm like, am I saying this right? Is this a group or a person? I don't know. So
hey, sweet. JCCJ, yes. I say hello. It's my girl from Oakland.
Oh, nice. We always love having extended family in the room. So yes. Okay. Well, all right, Mimi, I will see you in CQ or the DJ set, and lovely having you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. All right, we're gonna let somebody else come in. Let's see, who's this? Oh, Christina. And everyone else who wants to come in, you can send your requests. So we're talking Grammys, we're talking movies. Hey, Christina.
Hello, let me turn up my volume, make sure I can hear you.
How are you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good. I know it's been a while. I've been like MIA in the chat.
I know, I'm like, I came on just so I could say hi to you.
Oh man. No, it's been crazy, but I'm glad to see you guys here in the room.
Yeah, I was like, oh, she's on, I gotta go see. So I've been missing some of your shows, because life, especially my problem is like the whole 7 p.m. thing, like I'm running around and talking to my dad and making dinner. And, if you came on at 10 p.m., I'd probably be more likely to be there.
You know what's funny? If I came on at 10, I'd probably fall asleep at 10:30.
Yeah, probably. That's the thing.
I don't do well, and it's like I try to like watch TV shows at that time, and then my brother gets so mad because he's like, Adala, do you want to just go to bed? I'm like, no, I'm awake. And I'm like, so.
And it's like I don't get settled, until like after 8, 9 o'clock sometimes. So like, I'm just like, because I work till like 5:30, 6, sometimes 6:30, and then I have to have my nightly call with my dad, and sometimes that's 20 minutes, sometimes it's an hour, sometimes it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
It just depends on like what's going on, or if there's like a story to tell, or like tonight I was regaling him with all the things on Apple TV because I bought an iPad, so I have a year of Apple TV for free.
Oh, nice.
So he was like, I'm like, I'll come over and put it on your TV. But I was like reading him off all the shows. I'm like, oh, these all sound good. But unfortunately, part of my problem is lately is I spend so much time in these DJ lives, whether it be on Instagram or Twitch. I haven't watched a lot of TV lately or movies.
Yeah.
But I did watch like Soul. I watched One Night in Miami.
Ooh, that was a good one.
You didn't convert me to Apple. I just have an iPad. There's a difference. I will always have. I don't like. The hoodie. It's different is dope.
Ooh, I like that.
It's you can't really see it on this one, but it's got the DJ LV logo behind the different is dope, but you can't really see it on this one, as well as my I have like a t-shirt where you can see it better.
Yeah. Oh,
but it's I know DJ LV, it's his merchandise. He's got this, and he's got like the Beats and Breakfast, and then the Cool Dads Rock. So like everything on the all the Beats and Breakfast and stuff on the Cool Dad are on his Cool Dads Rock website, which is actually a charitable foundation. And And actually, Jenny got me on Clubhouse. So, anyways, friends, getting in trouble.
Yeah.
That works with dads to help them become like better parents and help them with, you know, anything that comes along with being a dad. So, and then this is his like Twitch merchandise, which is just there's like a link on Twitch to get it.
Right. Yo, you guys, there's so much merch I need to still get. I've been making a list because every time I look, I'm going to buy this today, I'm going to buy this today, and then something else comes up. But I have a list of your stuff. I got Brian's stuff. Like, Brian, especially the tote bags, man. You got to stop. You got to stop.
I got like everything of Brian's.
Yeah. I have the totes. I have the shirt. I have, I need to get some shenanigans things. I need to get some Creed's classy bling. I have CQ stuff. I mean, there's like so much merch.
I have so much stuff. And there's like other, I want to get in, I need to get some amphibian stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I have stuff from C, but I haven't gotten any of the amphibians yet. I need to get, it's just, Brian's got stuff dropping tomorrow. I can't deal with Brian. I'm over you with your merch.
Yeah.
Seed always has new stuff too. If you go to his website, there's always, I feel like there's always something new on there, and I'm like, stop it. And I'm about to come. I'm going to be coming out with something new. As soon as I finish it.
Yeah, I like the design for the latest line that you just put out.
The I Thug You one.
Yeah, I
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
The cartoon girl with the curly hair. I love that.
Yeah, that's the original. That's
yeah.
It started on with us. It started with a Sharpie on a Solo cup, and that's Victoria threatened. Victoria tried to say my drink was hers, and I showed her on the cup that it was me on the cup and it belonged to me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna come to live with you. Zenzi is so funny. But okay, back to what were we talking about music? So I like the thing is I probably know a lot of the new music, but I don't know that I know the new music. Right. Because I listen to DJs all day long.
Right.
Like I'm on Twitch 12 hours a day probably, because even while I'm working, I have them on in the background. I just throw on who's ever on, and I put my phone on the side, and I got my Bluetooth hooked up. And as long as I'm not on a call, I'm like listening to music all day. So, I mean, I hear new stuff, old stuff, I hear everything. I just couldn't tell you who it is unless I'm actively Shazamming. Well, it was not yours, Victoria. Oh, see, I got my glasses on so I can read the comments, and, people are starting trouble.
Yeah, now I'm streaming to YouTube as well with a streaming platform where you can still see these comments. So everyone, like, just be careful because these comments will be recorded and
they don't go anywhere.
They don't go anywhere. They're locked in.
Yeah, or if you sing on your own Instagram live, people will screen record you and post it, and luckily get blocked from copyright, so that your singing video disappears forever.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So you gotta
Victoria,
have backups.
So make me get on a plane.
Oh, Zenzi, yeah. So it's called OBS. So OBS is like a way that you can basically screen record these lives. There's a couple other ones too, like Streamlabs and stuff, but
those are all the things that people use on Twitch too.
Exactly. So people use those to stream onto Twitch and everything. I just wanted to be able to see the comments when I go back, because sometimes I'm not even able to like multitask. So it's nice to see like, what everyone was saying, and it's cracking me up so much. So
you use OBS, and are you streaming to Instagram through OBS, or are you just streaming to YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a few tools that will actually let you. I know we can do the quad now and all that, but that will let you have multiple people on and stream to Instagram.
Yeah, and I've also streamed to Instagram with this other thing. I think it's called Duck Pro or something. But basically, I was trying to show not an old episode, but a pre-recorded interview to Instagram. So I used that, and it basically streamed from OBS to Instagram. So they got like a lot of crazy stuff out there now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. But yeah,
Little,
we may not
little
know.
technical nerd talk.
Yeah, exactly. Like we may hear the music and we just don't know who it is, but I'm sure like if I hear it on the awards, I'll be like, oh, okay, I know that song, but I
Well,
don't know.
like even before, like all this streaming DJs and stuff like that, I would watch the award shows and I'd be like, oh, I know that song. Oh, I know that song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I used to be like, who's this Post Malone character with all these tattoos and he looks homeless and then I'd be like, oh, I like all those.
Oh my God.
He'd come out and sing and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's the jam. But yeah, like I never know. Obviously, I know like Dua Lipa. I know who that is because she's been around long enough that I've seen her on award shows enough to.
Yeah,
But a lot of the names I don't know. But I need to watch that the Billie Holiday movie, and I need to watch. What was the other one I wanted to really watch? Oh, the one about the Black Panther Party. What's that called?
I know what you're talking about. The Judas and the Black Messiah.
Black Messiah. Yeah,
Yeah,
I need to.
that was good.
Yeah,
that was good.
I need to just like lock my phone up for. The problem is I can also watch Twitch on my TV, so I just need to lock up all the devices and just watch movies for a night.
Yeah.
Or maybe what I need to do is start doing like streaming them on Twitch so that I can watch them.
Oh man. No, you know what I did one Saturday? Like I left my phone upstairs and there was like everyone and their mom was going live. I was like, I can't take it. I'm just gonna go downstairs and watch some of these movies. So that's when I watched Billie Holiday and then I watched Coming to America last weekend. But I came back to my phone and there's all these notifications from people telling me, oh, this person's live, that person's live. I'm like, I'm sorry, I was watching a movie. And it's like, how dare you? But I really just needed to do that.
The Grabbing Air documentary is coming through. What was that, Tracy? Not Two and Friday?
Not Two and Friday.
No, and now I'm modding for Trizzy on Twitch, so then I'm on there with her. Not that I wouldn't be there anyways, because it's Trizzy and I'd be hanging out with her anyways, but like, I'm kind of working.
Right.
I want to watch that Zenzi. I really want to watch that.
I actually did not know the story before I watched it, so it was.
I don't know the story, but I love movies that are like based on reality, but they're still dramatized. And I don't really watch, like I enjoy a good comedy once in a while. But I don't really watch comedy by myself. Like I'd rather watch comedy with a group of people. Like when I watch movies by myself, I'm all about the drama. Like I like dramatic movies. I like serious movies. I like sad movies. I like things that make me feel things. One Night in Miami was fantastic.
I love that too.
I really enjoyed that. I love a lot of dialogue. I like just a nerd. Just a nerd girl in the world. I'm a pro over on Twitch. I'm learning all the things. I gotta learn how to I gotta figure out how I'm ever gonna stream on Twitch because but I realized that Afion just streams just goes on his like phone and plays music through speakers. So, and it doesn't sound terrible when he does Club Body Roll. I went in there last night and I was like, oh, he's not like he's basically doing the same thing I do on Instagram on Twitch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think I tuned in to Club Body Roll like last weekend.
Yeah. Well, he was on D Nice with Club Body Roll.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I've really liked tuning into lately was the Sessions Lives with Christian JH. I forget what his full name is. Some of you know what I'm talking about. The guy, I think he lives in LA right now, but he's originally from the UK. And he went through D Nice's live one night and he basically breaks down songs like he did Stir It Up by Bob Marley, and he separates like each instrumental part, all the vocals, and then he puts it together at the end, and you just like take note of like the song in such a different way. And he
I actually have I've heard all about him and I haven't been in any of them because he's always on like while I'm working, and like that's something I want to like pay attention to, and I know I won't get my job done. and I'm actually super busy at work. Sorry, I'm like moving my phone. I
He does
watched.
it at night,
I've
though.
seen the Mindhunter. I think I watched both seasons of that.
Yeah. He does
I
the
love
second.
Mindhunter.
He does them at like 9 p.m. as well. Like I can't tune into the 2 p.m. one that he does, 2 p.m. Eastern, but
Yeah,
there's one that he does at like 9 or 10 p.m. and it's amazing. Like
yeah.
honestly, there's so many layers to every song. And back then there was like no auto-tune or anything crazy, so that's just coming from those musicians and those singers, like straight up.
Oh, I need to watch the Bee Gees documentary. I
Where
need
is
to quit
that?
my job. I need to not work, and I need to just watch TV.
Oh my gosh. Wait, is that on Netflix, the Bee Gees documentary?
I forget where it was. I found it the other day, and I added it to my playlist, and I forget where I added it because I have all the things.
Yeah.
I officially have all the things because I have a 30-day trial to Paramount Plus, and I have a year for Apple TV.
Nice. Ooh, on Apple
And
TV.
I still have cable.
Yeah. You need to.
Oh, you're an extra on Mindhunter?
Oh, awesome, Sarah. Yeah, I think she mentioned that. Oh, guess what? I'm an extra on
And,
Servant.
yes, and be your guys' DJ too.
If you
So
watch,
I actually haven't been taking care of you guys very much lately, but
if you guys watch Servant on Apple TV, me and my brother were extras for a couple of the episodes. For
which one?
Servant, have you heard of it? It's
Oh
by
yeah, I was just reading about it.
yeah. So we were extras. I think I was in episode 3 and 6 for that, and my brother was in 2 of the episodes as well.
Uh-huh.
And
That's
Rose,
awesome. I'm gonna watch that. I have it. I just because I have Apple Plus for a year, so
yeah, no, it's good. It's like one of those creepy shows because he's the same. The director is the same one that did The Sixth Sense, and
Yep. M. Night Shyamalan.
yeah, exactly. So it's really good.
Will I see you guys?
You will actually see us. You'll see us.
Yeah.
One scene crossing the street. I think that was episode 6.
Okay.
There's another one where you can see like me standing in the distance, and you can like really take note of my hair. That's like the most prominent part. But it's not like a quick thing. Like you can actually see it.
Well, because like a lot of times, like there's like a group of people, and it's
Yeah,
like if
yeah.
you don't know the exact scene, you might miss them. You know, even though like once you see them, you can't not see them. But then it's hard, you know.
Yeah,
But that's cool. That's fun.
Yeah, there weren't too many people on set when we did it, so luckily there's like plenty of space to be seen. But I've been on sets where like there's no way, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on a couple. That's cool. I'm not in anything. I was on the news once. They showed my leg walking away from because there was a man that was wearing one of those like boots for like a broken. I think it was like the Achilles boot, like the black Achilles boot.
All right.
And he was driving his car, and he crashed into a gas pump at the gas station.
Oh wow.
And so the news was all down there, and it was one house away from my house. So you'll see you up front in Mindhunter. But I don't know if I know what you look like, Sarah. I gotta look at what you look like so I can look for you.
Yeah, Mimi, it's a show. Servant is a show on Apple TV. It's really good. There's 2 seasons out, so you can.
So as we were walking away, they were recording the correspondent, and you could see our legs walking back to the house. Just the angle that the camera was at, it was just our legs, and I was like, "Wait a minute, that's my biggest claim to fame." Oh, and if you ever watch the New Kids on the Block documentary, about their cruises, I'm in a lot of different scenes in.
Cool.
But like I'm in a crowd, so like, and you know, and one of them, fortunately, I was actually wearing this color dress.
Okay.
So yeah. I was easy to find.
That's the trick. Always wear something bright so you can.
In a sea of like 3,000 people, I'm wearing this color, so you could actually see me. Yeah. So those are my 2 claims to fame. Hey, Hal.
That's so dope. I have to check that out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I mean,
everybody here who's on Twitch should follow the Hal Show on Twitch. He does a morning show at 9 a.m. It's called Wake Up with the Hal Show. and it's all as he likes to say, foolishment.
Too funny.
But he's been interviewing a bunch of the different DJs on Twitch. So you get to learn the personality of the people, and just kind of see all the different people, and then there's a lot of silliness that happens on there.
That's so cool. Yo, Cake Pop said he was in Memoirs of a Geisha. Are you telling the truth, Cake Pop? Because I'm gonna watch it again.
I was in a movie with Jay called Sweet Go To. Not sure where it'll end up. They had me all over. I have pics too. Oh, that's cool, Sarah.
Cool.
And the Joy Luck Club.
There's another one that we've done a few extra things here, but one that was my favorite was Dispatch.
He gets twitchy with it, Brian. Yes, he does.
We actually met Andre 3000 on the set of Dispatches from Elsewhere, and Jason Segel was in it, and Sally Field, and that was on AMC last year. But I think it was one of those shows that's just gonna have one season. I haven't heard anything about season 2, but it ended. So, but it was cool.
I have a picture of Denzel when he was filming The Equalizer.
Oh, nice.
Because I was on the bus coming home, and he was standing out on the street corner. He was actually taking pictures with fans. So he was standing out taking pictures, and I was on the bus, and I got a picture of him standing out there because The Equalizer was filmed like around here.
Yeah.
And then I actually, you know what? You know, it's funny. I actually live really close to the store that Ted worked in.
Really?
From the movie Ted. You know, I worked in like I live really close to that store.
That's great. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because they film a lot of movies. They film a lot of movies in Massachusetts, anyways. But they film a lot in this general area.
Yeah.
There's like a whole list. It's kind of funny. But usually what'll happen is I'll be on the way home from work, and I'll be on the bus or driving home, and I'll see like the trailers and the things all set up. But I'm not standing on the street corner all day.
Yeah, no.
I actually had a coworker though that made money, got paid, and he would never tell us how much because it was a good sum of money for when they were filming The Departed.
Oh, okay.
He lived in South Boston, which is where most of that was filmed, and they needed to set up in his front yard so they could film across the street.
Oh yeah, they get paid a lot for that. Yeah.
So he took the day off of work so he could watch. He stayed home and watched them do it all day, and it wasn't even like they weren't even there that long, but
Yeah.
Tell Ted I said what's up.
Yeah, like if they're on your street or if they need to use your house, especially, they get paid a lot.
Yeah, I wish they'd come down here.
Right. Yeah,
But a lot of my friends are in it. I'm going to take a picture of the shoe store one day. That's cool, Sarah.
There's a town.
I got to watch that too. I haven't watched that yet either. It's on the list. I have to actually watch the television.
There's a show that
was what I did watch
called I think it was called Mayor of Easttown, and Kate Winslet was supposed to be the head of the show, but I don't think it got released yet because it got pushed back from the pandemic. But they actually rented out a whole block of a neighborhood, and all of them got paid very handsomely to have their houses and everything be used.
What was I just gonna say? I just lost my thought. Damn it, my brain is broken. I just had something that I was like, oh my God, I gotta say this, and
it'll come.
Mimi, you're not alone. I forget things too. Oh well. What were we talking about before?
People, houses being used for movies, and Ted. Gadget Man Rob said say hi to Ted for him.
No. I have no idea. Complete brain fart, right?
Yeah, if it comes back, let me know.
No, yeah. Was it about music? No. I hate that.
I know. happens at least once or twice a day for me. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it'll come back randomly. But yeah, so
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. So I watched, I did manage to watch one thing, and I watched the episode 1 of the new Real World.
oh, how was that? I heard about that.
It was good because it's the original New York cast,
Yeah.
and I think that it's only like a 7-day thing where they were in the house together.
Right.
Now it's time to play trivia and have a chance for someone else other.
Oh,
Go forth and win trivia, Victoria. Go forth.
yeah. I actually never saw the original cast, but like
Yes, Mimi, the original New York, like 30 years later,
yeah.
the original cast of the whole entire original cast in the same loft or
Wow.
apartment, whatever it is. Yes, they're all there. I watched. There's only one episode so far, so I watched that the other night.
I'm gonna check it out because they were
And
advertising.
I'm a little mad because I didn't realize there was only one episode available, and I did the free 30-day trial
Oh,
for Paramount Plus. So I'm probably gonna pay for a month or two just so I can watch the rest of it. I don't know how long it is.
right.
Yeah, I love The Real World, and I actually still watch The Challenge.
Hey, Pop, what was that, 1981? I was just like a recent born infant at that time.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't 1981. It was let's see, Real World. Season 1, 1992.
Okay, so I was like a year old when the first season came out.
Yeah.
But I think the
I
original
was
is
like
floating around on YouTube or something. I'll catch up on it.
16-ish. She won a bingo on my raffle, and then the raffle, it's the Gina. Yeah, I won the raffle last night.
Nice.
I don't just I just don't win trivia. I win raffles too. Oh, and so I won bingo. I won the cards on Amani Experience last night. And then about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I won DJ Vince Adams on Twitch every day does this thing called the late lunch break.
Okay.
And he does a raffle for a $25 Uber Eats gift card. And I won one of those last week. I've won pound cake a few times, some gift cards.
Yeah.
I won a lot of things on Twitch. They do a lot of giveaways on Twitch, and you know, when you're in a Twitch stream, there's most of the time there's somewhere between 20 and 200 people there.
Right.
So the odds are really good.
I need to hop on,
You know,
and win something.
but yes, I'm also really good at trivia. But Hal beats me at trivia when Hal's there. So we have to get rid of Hal before we get rid of me, and then we can get rid of me too.
But yeah, so I'm gonna see if anybody has anything they want to say about the Grammys or movies. But great catching up with you. I'm gonna get some merch soon, and I want to come and claim some prizes as well on Twitch. So I'll come on.
Yeah, you gotta come hang out. You gotta come hang out and hang out in these Twitch streets. I know you're busy, but you know.
No, I've been busy on the IG streets. I need to shift over to the Twitch streets too.
Yeah. Well, it's cool too because you can lurk on Twitch.
Ooh.
Because nobody sees, like it doesn't say announce you entering. So
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was great to catch up with you. Sorry for all my tangents. That's what I do.
No problem. No, it's a pleasure. For a while. Yeah, always a pleasure talking to you. So we'll catch up soon.
All right, we'll catch up soon. Bye.
All right, bye. The Sound of Metal and Seaberg on Amazon. I'll check that out. What's that about? That's cool. So yeah, anybody else want to come in? I'm gonna turn it in probably like 15 minutes. We've been talking about the Grammy nominations, award shows in general, and recent movies that we've watched. So far we talked about Coming to America 2. We talked about the United States versus Billie Holiday. One Night in Miami. What else? I don't think anybody mentioned Sylvie's Love, but I did see Sylvie's Love. What else? Judas and the Black Messiah. So there's a lot that I've seen recently. And Soul, just the only cartoon movie that I've seen in a while. What did Brian say? I encourage watching Blue movie, No Escape. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Just tell me where to watch it. Whoever sits in the seat next, because fashion is affecting your memory. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I always check to see who's in the stream of Twitch. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I haven't been on Twitch too much. I checked out a few of the sets, and one thing I think is a plus is that at least from what I've seen, the copyright thing where they kick you off is not as bad as it is on Instagram. So that's one plus. And then you can multitask, and at least on my phone, I can exit the app and still hear what's being played. So that's great for multitasking. But yeah. Oh yeah, yep. Sylvie's Love was good. It's always interesting to see what's her name? Let me look it up. Because I feel like she almost plays the same character in every movie that she's in. What's her name? Tessa Thompson, yeah. I feel like there's those actors that no matter what movie they're in, it's like they're the same character. And for me, she's one of those people. But it was still good. It's just that I didn't really see a difference between her in that movie and her in Creed. It was just pretty much the same character to me. Tom and Jerry. Oh yeah, I like Tom and Jerry. What else? Let me see. I've been missing a lot of comments. Yeah, there's a lot of cool movies coming out. And Marvel, anybody who knows me knows I love the Marvel universe. So I'm looking forward to seeing Scarlet Witch, the new Falcon movie that's coming out. All of those are really great. I actually, someday, I keep saying, I need to read the actual comics because they don't know everything that's happening, how everything is connected. But yeah, well, I don't see any more requests to go live. So I guess we'll be wrapping it up. But thank you guys for tuning in. Today was more of like a chill vibe, talking about movies and the Grammys. And I always like to hear everyone's perspective on these random topics because it kind of takes a break from the heavier stuff that we usually talk about. But in the next few weeks, you'll be hearing from me and my brother. We have a musical surprise coming up very soon and involving both of us. In the meantime, check out both of our pages. I'll plug his, Ikechi Onyanaka. I'll type it in right now, actually, because I'm sure nobody knows how to spell that by just hearing it. My page as well, I'll plug it in there. I just started a music page where I do a song cover every day. And I also post on YouTube. So if you subscribe to my YouTube, adaolasings, you'll see the full song video. But for Instagram purposes, I just post like a 30 or 50 second snippet of that. We can talk movies and music every time. Oh, M. Risa Girl. Yeah, please follow me and we'll talk about that next time too. And also, another plug, if anybody wants to be a guest on the upcoming episodes of Testimony Tuesdays, please send me a DM because we love interviewing people. Well, we being me. I love interviewing people about their businesses that they have going on, any amazing past experiences that they've had, any hardships they've overcome in recent years or even in the past, because that's just what makes this whole pandemic kind of, I guess, meaningful in a way, because we've all come together from different platforms and we may not know each other that well, but once we have someone sitting in the interview seat, we kind of get to know their story and it brings a new dimension to who they are and how they think about the world. So let me know if you want to be a guest. I've met so many amazing people in this room through these interviews, and don't be shy. Don't feel like there's a lot of pressure. This is a no judgment zone. Everyone's very welcoming and people just get connected through here. I see people from so many different platforms coming together after seeing each other on this interview space. So Victoria, yes, I also enjoy gathering people and spending time with you all. Yeah, so I hope everyone has a safe rest of the week, amazing upcoming weekend. If you're in the East Coast where the weather has taken a turn for the 70s, please try to enjoy it safely, but definitely get some sunshine because we don't know how long it's going to be like this. Yeah, we needed this weather for a long time, and I'm glad that we're getting it ahead of even the official date of spring. So thanks again. I pinned the pages for you to follow down below, and take a screenshot if you need to, but also this will be available with the comments on my YouTube page for adaolasings with the comments, so you can go back and see what everyone was saying if you missed it. So once again, thank you guys for your support and your time, and I will catch you in these IG streets soon. All right, take care, everyone.